When you have kids, it is unbelievable. My boys' names are Joshua Stephen and Corey Michael. I love them dearly.
I would describe Rod as very social and energetic. I used to be the introvert, and he always was the one that brought me out of my shell a little bit. My favorite thing about Rod and my relationship with him is he's my best friend.
We're kind of old-fashioned. We walk, we hold hands. Very rarely are Laurie and me apart. We spend a lot of time together, and we really, really enjoy that. The other things we really enjoy is spending time with our cats. I'm a cat person. I'm the cat man. Laurie and me would go for walks in the evenings, and she'd always turn around and kid me. She says, "Come on, pick up the pace, old man." And I really didn't notice anything because I was 36 years old, felt I was in good health, and once in a while when we'd walk for a long time, my arms would kind of start aching, but I didn't really think of it anything, even though my dad did die at age 52 of a massive heart attack. You kind of bury your head in the sand because you don't want to think there's something wrong.
I kind of quizzed him on it a little bit, and he pushed back and said, "No, I'm sure it's not anything. I've done this for a long time." And, rather than pursuing it then like I probably should have, I did a little burying my head in the sand as well.
So we kind of went through the summer, and then we were very active in Scouts, and we were out at camp, and I was carrying equipment up the hills, and it just exhausted me to no end. I was just so tired. I had to go sit down in the car. I just couldn't function.
I was scared. I was scared, and this is my emotional part, that I was going to be raising two little boys on my own. Not only losing my best friend, but the boys losing their dad.
Well, she called me the next morning to tell me, she says, "Well, I made you an appointment this afternoon with the doctor." She said, "Well, if you don't go now," she said, "don't bother coming home." She was going to change the locks on the door because she was really worried about me.
I felt kind of like a mean wife, but I also felt like this is what I have to do to get him to see how serious I think this is and get him to get the help that he needs.
They did the heart cath, and they woke me up after they did the injection. And I remember the radiologist or the cardiologist said that, "Well, we have some bad news, Mr. Weiner." And I was thinking, well, they'll have to do stents or something. And he said, "No, you have 5 blockages, and we're going to have to do open heart." But probably the hardest thing I had to do, and I get kind of emotional on this one because it was to tell my boys that I had heart disease.
My biggest fear was that I knew they had to stop the heart for surgery at that point, and that what if it didn't restart, that he'd be gone right then and there. When they came out and said, "We're done and we're just finishing up, we'll come out and let you know when we're ready to restart his heart," and I just started bawling.
I was lucky. I didn't have a heart attack before my surgery, and so I had a strong heart muscle. But one of the classes that I was doing for the emotional support was, they said, "Well, we just kind of want to let you know that probably within 7 to 10 years, you'll be back on the table again." Didn't really want to hear that right then. So it was a kind of a tough time. Probably one of the funniest things was driving. I couldn't drive for my 6 weeks, and finally at the very end she says, "When can he drive? I don't know if I can take this anymore," because she very rarely drives, because I like that control. With the American Heart Association, their research continuing to strive to find cures, find better procedures. I've been going on 18 years now, haven't had a major event of any sort, haven't had any invasive procedures.
Just the fact that the advances have made it so that you don't have to tell somebody anymore, "You know what, you're probably going to be back on the OR table in 7 years. That's the best hope we can offer you." But just the work that they do has helped save so many lives, his included.
The why I live is for my family. My wife, to spend time, my boys, to see them grow up, become successful. That is my life. That is my why. Love you.